Hello friends, in this video we are going to talk about GATE Biotechnology exam. So what is this GATE Biotechnology exam? What are the benefits if you qualify this exam with a good score? Or what is the eligibility for this test and what is the pattern of the question paper in GATE Biotechnology? We are going to deal with all of these questions in this video. So stay tuned. GATE Biotechnology is graduate aptitude test in engineering in the field of biotechnology. Okay, so you give this test to get admission in MTech or direct PhD program. Direct PhD means you are doing PhD just after your bachelor's. Okay, after your bachelor's, when you pursue PhD, it is known as direct PhD. So you don't do your masters after bachelor's, you directly move on to doing your PhD. So if you qualify GATE exam with a good score, you can take admission in direct PhDs or MTech in eminent institutes like IITs, NITs. So these are centrally funded institutes. So you can get admission in these institutes with the help of GATE score. Okay. Now, what is the financial assistance that you get if you get admission in MTech? So that is 12,400 rupees in the name of teaching assistantship. Okay. So which means that you are going to help professors in teaching your juniors. Okay, so you're going to help your professors in teaching the BTech students, or when you are in second year MTech, you're going to help your professors in teaching the first year MTech students. So for that you're going to get 12,400 rupees per month. And if you take admission in direct PhD program, you're going to get 31,000 for the first 2 years when you are a JRF. Okay, so in PhD there are two important terms, JRF and SRF. So junior research fellow, so that is when you join for PhD you are a JRF or junior research fellow, and you are going to get 35,000 rupees per month as a JRF, and after 2 years of experience you get a promotion to SRF. Okay, so there are some tests and some other procedures also. So once you get promotion to SRF, you are going to get 35,000 rupees per month. Okay, so that was all about the financial assistance which you get with the help of the GATE score in MTech or PhD. So what is the eligibility for GATE Biotechnology exam? The eligibility is BTech or enrollment in BTech MTech program, which is an integrated program, or research program in the BSc research program, which is a 4-year program, or MSc, or integrated MSc program, BSc MSc integrated program, or integrated BSMS program, which is a dual degree program. So if you are enrolled in any of these programs, you are eligible for GATE Biotechnology exam. If you are doing your BSc, which is a 3-year program, you are not eligible for this test. But don't worry, if once you complete your MSc, you are eligible for this test. You can then pursue your PhD in IITs or NITs. Okay. Then after that, one important point is all streams of engineering are eligible to give GATE Biotechnology exam. Okay, so whether you are from life science, whether you are from any other branch of engineering, you can give this GATE Biotechnology exam. Okay, and this thing is for all the exams in all the graduate aptitude tests in engineering. Okay, so if you are from an electrical background and you want to give an examination in life science, you can do that. Okay. So what is the examination pattern, or what is the pattern of question paper for GATE Biotechnology exam? So in total there are 65 questions. Okay, for 100 marks, and this exam is for around 3 hours. Okay, and out of these 65 questions, you have 10 questions for general aptitude, which are of 15 marks, which means 5 questions of 1 mark and 5 questions of 2 marks each. So total 15 marks are allotted to general aptitude. General aptitude includes verbal ability and numerical ability. Okay, then apart from general aptitude, there are 2 other sections, which is engineering, mathematics, and biotech. Biotech means the subject section, the specific subject section, which is biotech, and then engineering mathematics. Now engineering mathematics and biotech questions are mixed up, so there is exactly no separate section in the test, but there is engineering mathematics, which accounts for around 15% of the marks. Okay, so this is around 15%, because in some of the cases you will see that 25% marks are allotted to engineering mathematics, and in some cases only like 5% marks are allotted to engineering mathematics. Okay, so 10 questions for graduate aptitude test, and then 55 questions for this biotech and engineering mathematics included. 25 1 mark questions and 32 marks questions, which makes it a total of 85 marks. 85 plus 15, 100 marks. Okay, so there are two types of questions. Okay, one is MCQs, another is a numerical answer type questions. Okay, MCQs is, these are the questions where you get four choices and you need to tick the correct one. So in this you are going to get 1 mark or 2 marks as per the marking scheme of the question. So in MCQs there is negative marking, which means that if the MCQ is of 1 mark and you answer it wrong, you are going to get a loss of 1/3 marks, and if the MCQ is of 2 marks and you get it wrong, you are going to get a loss of 2/3 marks. Okay, so 2/3 or 1/3 depending on the marks of the question. Then there comes numerical answer type questions. So in these questions there are no options. Okay, so which means that you will have to write your answers. So writing means on the virtual keyboard which is present on the screen, you will have to type your answer. Okay, now in numerical answer type question, the important part is there is no negative marking. Okay, so there is no negative marking in numerical answer type questions. And also beneficial point is there is a range of answers. Okay, so suppose your answer comes out to be 99.9. okay, so even if you write 100, round it off to 100, then also it many of the times is considered correct, because in many of the answers a range is considered. Okay, from 99 to 101, so this is the range. So even if you round off your answers, or even if there is a very minor mistake, or in the calculations you round off each of the figures, so no problem in that, because in many of the answers a range is considered as an answer. Okay, and then in the question itself it is asked to write the answer to particular decimal places, like 3 decimal places or 4 decimal places. So maximum is 3 decimal places or 2 decimal places, or all like that. Okay, so this is one important point. Apart from this, GATE score is valid for 3 years, which means that if you qualify GATE in 2020, you can still take admission in 2022. Okay, with the help of your GATE score. Then okay, after you qualify the exam, there is again an examination procedure for getting admission into IITs or NITs, and it entirely depends on them. So it entirely depends on the particular institute, which means some IITs may conduct further examination like admission test, some IITs may not. Some IITs may just choose candidates with the help of an interview. Some IITs don't even take admission test, neither interviews, nothing. So it entirely depends on the particular IITs. Okay, so I guess that's all about the GATE Biotechnology exam. In the next video, I'm going to discuss about how to prepare for GATE Biotechnology exam and what should be your strategy while preparing for GATE Biotechnology exam. So if you have any questions or queries, please do mention them in comments, and please look into the description. If I forgot to mention anything in this video, and if I get to know something new about the exam, I'm going to put it down in the description. Okay, thank you.